Alright, so 2014 Chevy Impala LT with the V6. Everything you need to take the starter off. You need 13 for the ground. This right here that goes on the starter, that holds your ground wire on the starter. You need a 15 for this bolt and this bolt down there. They're right down there. It's a 15 to take the starter bolts off. There's two of them. You need a 15 for your header bolts. You've got 4 up top. You got 2 at the bottom where the little flex thing is. You need a 15 for the 4 top and a 15 for the 2 on the bottom. Before you start, you're going to have to take your cover off. Your cover. You're going to have a little space right here. You're going to use a T30 to take this screw out. So that's a T30. And then you need a T25. If you look down in there, that right there is your T25, and that is going to take off your heat shield that clips around this on your starter. It just clips around it, and then it's going to be a T25 bolt that goes right there that you can take off with a T25. I used a pick to help with the knock sensor because there's a knock sensor right beside the starter that you're going to have to take out. I used a pick to piece off each side of this little clip that's up on there. I just pulled on one side, pulled on the other side, and it came out. And then you can press a button, pull the knock sensor down. And then this, you don't exactly need it, but it's the 7/8 22 millimeter, and that is for your O2 sensors. It just goes right over the line like that, and then you can put it right on the O2 sensor and yank it loose. And like I said, a 13 for that, 15s for these, 15s for that, and that's pretty much all you need to take this off. And you're going to need some jack stands because you're going to have to jack it up so you can get up under here and do your exhaust bolts. And like I said, you got 2 O2 sensors, top and bottom, that you're going to have to take off, or you can unclip them and just take them out with the exhaust, which might be easier, but I hate unclipping stuff. I'd rather just break them loose. And that's it. Make sure you unhook your battery. Alright, so the quickest way to explain it, to get your starter out, you're going to have to first take your O2 sensors off, top and bottom. There's the top one. I use a tool. This is a tool from AutoZone. It's got 7/8 and 22 millimeter. It's a tool made to take these off. Works really good. That's the top one. This is the bottom one. You got to take both these off. I recommend putting PB Blaster on everything. After you take these 2 off, you got to do your bottom bolts, 15, 15. That holds this on. Take those 2 out. Then you got to do your top bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got to take all those out. After you get your O2 sensors out, then you can take this whole thing and remove it. Then you got to undo the sensor right here. It's just a plug on the back. You just squeeze the back and it'll come right out. There's just a little knob back here up under it that you got to squeeze and pull it out. After that, you're going to have the starter right beside the starter, there's a plug. That's your knock sensor plug. You're going to take a pick or something, and there's a little plastic bracket. You put it in one side, pull it, the other side, pull it, and that little bracket comes out. Set it to the side, and then now, once that bracket's out the way, you can press the button in. Press the button in that's on the top. It's got a top button. Press it in, and it pulls out. After you do all that, you're going to have your starter. It's going to be sitting in there like this. That's how it sits down there, just like this. You got a 15 right here and a 15 right here. You take those two bolts out and just leave them loose. Don't take them all the way out. Just leave them loose. And then right here, you have a 13 millimeter. This one. This is what holds your ground on. You need to unhook your battery. This is going to hold your ground on. Once you take this off, you can take your ground off, push it out the way. Then you got your two bolts. Take those out. And that knock sensor's got to be out the way. Then you can finagle it back and forth and get it out. Once you get it out, you're going to have this still attached right here. There's plastic tabs that goes through this little hole right here. You're going to take your fingers and push them in and pull that out. Once you take that out, then you can pull your whole starter out. And that's everything you got to do to get your starter out. Also, before you start, you have to take this I think it's a T25. Let me see. I think it's a T25. Let's take that off. It's either a T25 or a T30. And the only thing I didn't do, I didn't put this freaking cover back on, so I'm gonna have to reach down there and snap this cover back over the starter, over the top like this. And then it's got a bolt that goes in right here. That goes right in. And that is it. Let's see. I think it's 15. 15. Here it is. I wish I had my impact wrench. Make this a lot easier, but it's in my truck. Oh, my truck's not here. There we go. Got this one out. I've already popped them all loose. Alright, so back to work. It's the last bolt right here. So as I was taking this loose and it got loose, I think it was the gasket that's on this that slid down. I don't fucking know, but there's a spark. So make sure you disconnect your battery, which I should have done. Luckily I didn't get electrocuted, and hopefully the car's not fucking fucked up now. God, it's so humid out today. It's bullshit. Alright, so when I got this bolt, and this bolt out, this thing dropped down like that, and I think it hit the starter and like arced. That's what that spark was. Just make sure you disconnect your battery. Don't be a dummy like me. I've seen so many videos, I should have known. But anyways, so I got all those loose. I'm actually going to leave that bolt in because I got two in the bottom I need to take out. And I'm hoping they are 15s also. Those are from the freaking struts I put on last night. Oh. Let's see. I already sprayed PB Blaster on all these. Ah, that's gonna suck. I'm just gonna hit it with the fucking... Hey, Metis. Alright, so... I've got all the header bolts off. I left one in. And we're gonna use the impact for the two bottom ones. We're gonna bust those loose. Because if you try to hit it with a wrench, it just flexes this. And it's dripping PB Blaster everywhere. Oh, shit. Well, damn, look at that. It ain't wanna. I had to put me a little fix. Let me go find me a damn thing, because impact's too big. I don't know if I got a 15. It's a 19. Way off. That looks kind of like a 15. That's a 15. And that should give me the room I need. Alright, let's see. Put my swivel 15 on. That'll break it. Oh yeah. That's one. We can get the other one out. That's two. That's it. Now I got those out. Let's go. Alright. So now I got the two on the bottom out. I just got this last one right here. It's already loose, so should be able to just unscrew it. You've got a gasket right here. That's what went down and arced right there. It probably hit that. That didn't have the battery disconnected. Be alright. There it is. So now we got that out of the way. Now we can get to our starter. Looks like I'm gonna have to unplug whatever this is. And then I'm gonna have to take my cover off, which is probably gonna be a T40 or a T30. Let me see. Not a T30. We'll figure it out. Let's get this off. Alright, so that just popped out with this little clip right here. We'll just push it out of the way. We gotta go find out what fits in that. I gotta go far. Maybe a 20. Try 25. Yep, 25. So that's gonna be a T25 for the cover. Hopefully it's just one bolt. I don't know. Got that out. Yep, it was just one bolt. And that just clamps around it. Set that to the side with all the other spare parts. I think there's some mounting bolts. Yeah, there's one right here. And then the other one. Alright, so to get the starter out, you got a 15 right here. I've already busted it loose. It's super easy with this. I'll just put this in here like this. Gave me plenty of leverage. Busted it loose. And then this bolt in here that's holding the ground on is going to be a 13. I think it was. Let me see. Yeah, it was a 13. I've already busted it loose. So we're going to pull that out as soon as we get the bolt out. It's a long bolt. Okay, and it wants to stop right there. Awesome. It's actually a really easy job. Just a little tight. Come on. Oh my god, this thing's long. Okay. So that is a 13. 13 millimeter for the ground bolt. Now I can take that, move it out my way. Now I got my 15 right here. Take that, put it in there.
You got Sawzall, don't you?
Sawzall? Yeah, I think so. Check the bottom of that. I think it would be on the cart. I think I put all the power tools on this cart. I thought we had one. Oh yeah, we got one. I don't know if we got any blades for it. Oh, there's a blade on it.
Good enough.
The extension's right here. You just have to untangle the fuck out of it. Run it that way. Alright, back to the 15.
I'm not in the mood for games.
You're just gonna sawzall it out of there? Jeez.
It's not ever going to be used again, so don't feel bad.
What are you gonna cut the seat?
No, I'm going to cut.
Oh, nothing. I was talking to my glasses. Alright, got those out. $15. See, 15. We got a 15 right here. I think these are the only two. We're finna find out. My brother Sawzall's shit over there. Let's see. Boom, there's another 15. Let's see what happens here. I think I got something else attached. Oh, you know what? I gotta take this clip off right here. Shit. I guess the knock sensor or some shit all up in my way. Needs to knock the hell out of my way. Yeah, it's not coming out. Alright, I gotta take the knock sensor out. How are we gonna do that? I think I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, let me figure that out. So to get this is the starter. This is the knock sensor. To get it off, this little thing is over the top of it. So I just used a little pick and came in here and just started on one side and then the other side and picked it off. Oh, it just fell. So this thing, I just took this, put it right here, boop, boop, and pulled it out. And it just comes out like that. And then once you get that out of the way, there's a button right here. That little tab, you push it down, pull on it, and it'll come out. So a little tab flexes right there. Push that and it releases it and you pull it out. Now that's out of the way. Damn, I'm trying to get damn fine. Alright, now that that's out of the way. Let me move this. Now I got the sensor out of the way. We'll grab this. What the hell's in my way? I still got something plugged into it. Yeah, I do. I don't know what it is though. There it goes. Alright, now that I got it out, this is still attached. It's got a button on the bottom of it. Just push it in and pull on it. Boom. See? Pull that off. It's got the button right here, and the button is this thing. You just push it in, pull it out. Check this out. There it is. So you got top bolt, bottom bolt, 13, 15, 15. And then once you slide it out, you'll be able to get to this, which is this. And you just reach, you're gonna reach up under this, down here. When it's sitting in there, you gotta reach up under it. And push right here. And when you push right there, you're pushing these tabs down to where you can pull this out. And then once you pull that out, the starter will come out. But you gotta take off your knock sensor also. Like I said, that's gotta come out for you to press that button in. And I used a pick, and I just went inside and popped one side, popped the other side, and it slid on out. Now the starter's out. We're finna put in the new AC Delco. Hopefully it's alright. Looks good to me. The part number for the 2014, I don't know if it's on here or not. Yeah, so the part number is going to be the 3371175. And this came from Rock Auto. Okay, so now we're going to put the new one on. I'm going to take the ground bolt off. Set it to the side. We're going to have to plug this little plug back in right here before we put it in. So we're going to plug that in. Make sure it's nice and snug in there. Doesn't seem very snug, does it? Oh. Make sure you're pushing those things up. You kind of got to pinch it so that they go in that slot. It locks it. There we go. It's locked now. So we'll take that, get our sensor out of the way, walk it back a little bit, put it in. Kind of got to finagle it in. Felt something on the bottom of this thing, kind of felt weird. Let me see real quick. That felt weird. Let me take this back out. It's weird, it's like popping in right there. What is that? This one ain't doing that. I don't know what the heck. Whatever. Anyways, let's put it back. I guess that makes sure them teeth are going in there and locking it in there. That didn't lock it in there. Jeez. There we go. You just hear that click. You saw it lock. It's locked in. Definitely don't want that coming out. We'll push it back. There we go. Just like that. And then we'll get our 15, wherever it is. Here it is. Take my 15, put that back on. Alright, it's close enough for that one for now. I'll get down here, put my other 15 in. wiggle it around a little bit. You at least want to get it started though. You don't cross thread it. So that's started. Started good enough for me. Take my 15. It started good. All right. I'm just gonna snug it. We ain't gonna tighten it yet. Let me get that bottom in. We gotta get that bottom going. Only. Okay. Okay, 15, 15. Both my 15s are in. Alright. We're gonna plug this back in. Put our tab back in. There we go. Tab back in. Now we're gonna take our find this ground. I hope I didn't. Oh, it's right in front of me. What the hell? Put my ground on. Put my lock nut on. Put my bolt on. Make sure it's 13. Sometimes the aftermarket will be changing size. This is 13. Let's get that on. Seems like it ain't letting me go. Make sure I don't cross thread it. Shit. What's going on? Alright. Take my 13. Make sure it's tightening. Alright, my ground's back on. Here's my exhaust. Alright, we got this. Bless you, buddy. Just want to get one in there to hold it up. I'll probably just go around and loosely just put them all in. Make sure the bottom's lined up. But I want to make sure I get my gasket on all of them. So. Started. We got one more right here. Gotta make sure we get that gasket in there. There we go. I got all those started. I'll go under here. Leave that top kind of loose until you get these in, so you can have some motion down here. This has a gasket on it too. You want to make sure you go through the gasket holes so it clamps down on it, like so. It's got to go up a little bit. There we go. Like I said, I PB blasted everything before I took all this apart, so. Oh, shit. Alright, and those are fittings. Huh? You just throw it right there.
Oh, okay. I'll put it against the wall?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I went to the dump yesterday, but I got to go again today for his stuff.
Okay.
So he didn't bring it down. Lazy. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Just works a lot, so he's lazy. Huh? I said lazy, but I said, nah, he just works a lot, so he's lazy. Those are all the 15s. Now here gets the 2 underneath. It's gonna take forever. Just had my damn impact. Recommend using an impact wrench so you don't have to sit here forever doing this. I left mine in my truck. Alright, and then after that, we're going to take the O2 sensor and untwist it. What I like to do is I'll twist it this way. Get it twisted up this way, because you know you're going to screw it on this way, and then it'll make it to where once it's in there, it's not all twisted up, it'll straighten out. Oh, I'm going the wrong way, I think. Let's see. Gotta go this way. Yeah, that's right. I think so. Stops the video for a minute. Take your bottom O2 sensor back in. Which I'm gonna take it back out for a minute. We're gonna twist it this way. Twist it the opposite way. You're gonna be turning it. See how it's twisting it up? That's when you put it back in, as you're threading it in, it'll untwist it and then it'll be straighter. I got this tool for the O2 sensors. It's got this slot. It slides right over the top of this. It makes it easy to take them off and easy to put back on. Okay, that one's on. My bolts are tight. Just go to the top. Alright, and then I gotta do my top O2 sensor right here. So I tucked over here. No, I didn't. This is, you gotta plug this back into whatever this is, because this is in my way. So we'll plug that back in right here. And then, where's my O2 sensor? Somewhere. Alright, and then I gotta find my other O2 sensor. I don't know where I put it. I'll put it way over here. There it is. The same thing, I'll twist it the opposite direction I'm gonna go. So we'll twist it up like that. And then thread it in. I think I twisted it the wrong way. Let me see. It's gotta go this way. Alright, now I got it back on there. I'll take my tool, slide over this. Tighten it down. That's nice and tight. Boom. Tool came in handy. And that's it. Got all the header bolts back in, the bottom 15s in. Got everything done.